I'll try to have a little bit of mobility, so saying a little bit of what we've been hearing so far and exploring where we're going in the future. And I think you've heard a lot of conversation about people talking about geolocation and doing marketing, but primarily what we're talking about here is evolution of a well-known tourism industry and tourism marketing. What I'll try to talk about is really the revolution that those technologies are bringing. If you think about it, 2020 is only 3 months away. And in the period of 2020 to 2030, we will see a new tourism industry that is going to generate new products and experiences in fundamentally different way. If I can get a clicker, okay, thank you. So all that is based on smartness, and smartness is different because smartness is about network competitiveness. So far, most of the businesses that we see, they're trying to maximize the competitiveness for themselves. Smartness brings interoperability, interconnectivity between systems, and therefore is trying to optimize the whole network rather than individual businesses. And therefore that's significantly different, and that will re-engineer how we're developing products and services and experience and how we manage value. So what I'm arguing is that the tourism of the future in the new decade will be significantly different to what we had before. Smartness is based on networks with interoperability and interconnectivity, the Internet of Things and the Internet of Everything, sensors and beacons, big data and data analytics, social media, technology enablers, service dominant logic, and a co-creation and co-petition that will maximize the benefit of the network, not individual businesses. And that's fundamentally different. So you see some of the publications that I've done recently, and this is about the disruption that's coming to the ecosystem, both at the micro and the macro level because of the technological development. And the disruptions will change the way we operate and the things that we do. What you see here is how the marketplace is being changed with a range of enabling technologies that then they are coming forward as innovations towards co-creating the middle bit where the supply chain is meeting the customer networks and bring together a range of new technologies that includes autonomous devices, location-based services, and context-based services, augmented reality and virtual reality. This means that when customers and service providers meet, there is a whole range of technological bubble around them that is supporting that interaction at that particular moment. A lot of this information will be context-based, and it's going to be based on now. And we're going to have what we call the nowness service, real-time tourism. And real-time tourism means that I'm really interested in what's happening in Guilin for the next 72 hours, and then my next destination, Tanzania, and I'll be looking to Tanzania and Beijing what's going to happen for next week. And after that, I'm somewhere else. So the time tagging is absolutely critical and will determine what we do in the tourism industry. And predicting, based on what Alex was talking about earlier, predicting when time is relevant to someone is absolutely critical in creating that kind of interaction and creating the value for that kind of person. And then when you are trying to monetize that, it's basically how the timing is right to provide this information to the relevant people, only on that time. This is fundamentally different. This is called the Sakamoto model, where on the one side you've got travelers, on the other side you've got the tourism industry. And then down here you're trying to understand the internal context, that means the individual and what the individual would like to do, and the external context, what's happening outside the individual. So what you do in this situation is you understand what are the needs and the requirements of particular individuals at this particular moment. and then you see what's happening at the destination at this particular moment. So if it rains tonight, would we like to go somewhere outside, or would we like to go to a theater? And we will know that about 2 or 3 days before. We'll have a very good prediction of what's going to happen. Are we going to have rain, or are we going to have good weather? Where the traffic is going, and how can we avoid the traffic? And all those contextual information that's absolutely critical. We'll collect data from a whole range of sensors constantly. And a lot of data is already collected, but they are sitting in silos. And they're sitting in different places where people are not having access to it, and data do not talk to each other. Increasingly, we'll have wearables, and we'll have, I think someone told me a term, Alex told me a term early on, human information, human data that's going to be created. We're going to look into social media and what's the conversation right now. So what's the conversation in different places, and who is talking about what? And what is the mood of the place? What is the happiness of the place or the unhappiness of the place in real time? And then this is coming from Brian Solis, who says, we are looking to all the conversations that are happening in all social media and all online digital media, and then you listen, engage, learn, and co-create, but in real time. So if someone understands that something is happening in Guilin tonight, and say, do not miss this event that's happening in Guilin tonight, in real time, we listen to the conversation, we learn, we co-create the experience, and we come and deliver. Most of the tourist boards, and I guess yours and a lot of others, they are very proactive. They are targeting the Indian market, the German market, the British market. But they are very, very inactive when it comes to real-time things. Most of anybody from Ireland here, you'll see fantastic pictures from Ireland where the weather is really nice, but actually the delivery is not like that. It rains when you go to Dublin. But nobody tells you what to do in Dublin. So the expectations are not met. So it's really about understanding real time and time tagging real customers to provide contextualized information. And you come back with beacons and you provide this information. So you've got this system, the smart system. You collect information from all kinds of businesses, wherever the information is coming. It goes up to the cloud, and the technology is analyzing those things. And you've got a value aggregator. And the value aggregator doing all the data mining in real time, and then comes back to the customer as a storm of value and provides that information in real time. And then comes back as feedback. Now, this has been going on for a long time. This is not new. What is new is the time that takes to actually do the circuit. Because you used to go out, provide a product, do questionnaires, get feedback, go back, redesign, and all the rest of it, and that will take a couple of years. Now it takes a couple of seconds to actually collect all this information and do something about it. That's a bit of the real time and the engagement. And gradually what you do is you're bringing the business value proposition, the consumer on the other side, to create this real-time personal encounter and personal experience that meets the customer at the right time. Now, a lot of people are asking me, is anybody doing that? Some people are doing that, and they are actually getting the benefits. Those who do not do, they just lose out to those people who do. This publication says that this is not about technology. A lot of people think that if I throw money at technology, everything will sort out itself. It's not. It's really about technology enablers used with people, and most importantly, it's about leadership. Do you have leadership that they believe in these things and they can deliver those things in creating benefits, economic benefits, social benefits, and technological benefits? And can you get the ecosystem to work together all at the same time to be able to actually deliver those things? Those are the ways to create smart innovations so that they can add value to all the stakeholders that are out there. I was recently in Korea, in Seoul, and this is the Seoul smart system, how they manage the city of Seoul in Korea. 30 cameras, 30,000 cameras are feeding into the system. And they understand everything that's happening around them. They understand in real time what the situation is and where people can actually benefit, where people can actually get information, where people are having problems, and how can they address that. And they've got a whole range of different warning systems that they understand if there's something happening that needs really intervention, how to intervene with that. In the simplest term, it's this bus lane, bus route, that they understand where each of the buses are, how many customers they have got, which buses are finding difficult, they are congested and they give a bad experience to the customers, and which are the buses that they're giving a good experience to the customer. And while we're collecting statistics and all the data, I'm interested in what's going to happen here at this particular moment for this particular bus that finds itself congested there. And what intervention can I have as a tourist board, as a management of the destination? What can I do about it? Perhaps I can bring another bus here to take some of the congestion away. Most of the management organizations, most of the business, most of the tourist boards are not prepared to do that. They're just preparing leaflets and they're doing branding and they hope for the best. And what I'm saying is that this will not continue in the future. Only those who will be very, very good to actually understand these systems and do something about it, they're going to take us forward to something else. So, smart solutions. Sharing economy, autonomous vehicles and drones, artificial intelligence, big data, real-time data, and robots. These are the big things that we're going to see in the next 10 years. Most of these things are around already. They are not something that's going to happen in the future. They're happening already here. So real-time is really understanding location-based services, mentions, hashtags, sentiment analysis, trending topics, keywords, and competitors. All of these things now, on this particular evening, what time is it? It's 20 minutes to 5. And what do I do in the next 2 minutes? And I use artificial intelligence and machine learning to understand what's the best course of action to do next. So in 4 minutes, I should have an action based on something that has happened here. And that will enable us to go to the next stage of real-time co-creation, where we are adding value. And that's how you monetize. Okay, back to our discussion. It's really about understanding wants and expectations. What's near me? Any recommendations? It doesn't work, can you help me? Terrible service. And then using all the digital touch points to actually talk to people. We have a lot of touch points, but we're not utilizing them in a clever way. Marriott is using it in a very nice way with the M Lives. They've got 5 control systems around the world. They operate 24/7. They geotag and time tag everything, and they address them. You can see the address on top, and you can see the video. So I'm talking about nowness, and nowness becomes as a major competitive advantage. In the past we had time, we had price, and we had differentiation. Now, instant gratification of needs is becoming the most critical competitive advantage that you can actually do. Because people will actually try to find a solution to their problems. If it's not cheaper or the best, but they'll find the faster solution to a problem they've got, and that creates new competitive advantages. And then that brings us to robots. And robots are a reality already, and they are part of the service industry. I'm not sure that they're doing it in the best possible way, but they're already going there. This is a cleaning robot, and this is a room service robot. And whenever I show that to my students, they kind of think, yeah, it's going to happen sometime in the future. But this is 2 weeks ago, some of us were in Hangzhou, in the New Century Grand Hotel. And this little guy was trying to get into the elevator, and then he started following me. And he became my friend, because what you see at the back is the receptionist that I couldn't speak any English. But this little machine could speak a lot of English and could understand a lot of different things. So it's not something that's going to happen in the future, it's happening already. And then the last bit, which the area where I'm working currently, is ambient intelligence tourism. And this is an era where most of the tourist people I know have not even thought about. They don't understand what it is, and they kind of find that really, really complicated. Ambient intelligence introduces smart systems to everybody, to everyday environments. propelling interconnectivity and interoperability of all systems, vehicles and devices through the Internet of Everything. It brings together artificial intelligence and machine learning, ambient connectivity through wide area Wi-Fi, 5G, and autonomous networks, and pushes markets and activities towards smart interconnected environments and marketplaces. It's a very different thing. It is using mobile technologies that are portable, wireless, networked, location sensitive, and secure. They're pervasive in terms of ubiquitous, interactive, interoperable, distributed, and scalable. And they're ambient, they're everywhere. They're embedded, they're context aware, they're personalized, they're adaptive, and anticipatory. Anticipatory is very important, because most of the times we're actually not looking at. I was anticipating that, and I'll ignore it for 1 minute, okay? It's basically when all the subjects and the objects that you have got on the street, they speak to each other. It's when you've got robots that they speak to each other. They don't need to be anthropomorphic, but they speak to each other. You've got drones that they speak to each other. And then you've got a really complicated ecosystem of technology where everything speaks to everything and synchronized with everything towards maximizing the value that they are. So this is the vision where you've got ambient intelligence tourism coming together with Internet of Things and Internet of Everything, 5G, RFID, mobile devices, APIs, cryptography, sensor and beacon networks, pervasive computing, gamification, artificial intelligence, massive learning. So what's happening here is this co-creation of activity and a co-creation of value based on all this technological background that it's happening on the background. But what's happening here needs inspiration, and then needs agility, and needs to be taking advantage of all those things. Smartness is not about technology, it's about agility, and it's about value co-creation. And I keep showing this around. This is from Kanju, not last time, but it was, I'll remember what's the name of the hotel, Kanju Blossom Water Museum Hotel. And I was invited by my good friend Hayem Song and several other people to talk in this conference. And the chambermaid said, "Dear Professor Buhalis, now that you will want to speak tomorrow, in order to better protect your throat, I specially prepare for you a candy. This is low-tech, high-smart, super intelligent, absolutely agile." Sakila, I need a candy. But this is exactly what we're talking about. We're not talking about technology, we're talking about agility. A lot of those things is based on publications that I'm doing on this, and obviously in 10-15 minutes it's impossible to cover. Please have a look, because they are giving the background to what we're saying. And thank you very much. It's here.
Our next speaker is Jason Songfu Hua from Dori Information Technology.